Welcome to a new vlog. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Andrea if you're new here. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It's Friday and it is the Friday of fall break. So fall break begins at the end of today and I am very excited about that. I've worked very hard this week. I am a little bit ahead, so I do think I can finish work a little early today, and that's with some of the errands and stuff I have planned for today. There's one errand I know I need to run for sure. I'm gonna do that right now. And then Mom and I might pop out to World Market later, so fingers crossed, we'll see if that happens. I'm going over to the house today, so I'll be working from there. I've got a bit of grading, but not a ton, some emails, probably do a little bit of advanced planning for next week after fall break ends, but next week is going to be an easy week as well, so I do think I can finish a little early today, which will be nice. And copy editing is done, so there's no copy editing to do. You will have seen that in the last vlog, so I might also do some formatting later this afternoon once I do stop work for the day, so we will see. We'll see how I feel. Right now I feel kind of tired, so I don't know that I want to deal with book work, and I'm not going to be here at my desk. But first, before any of that, I have to actually go back to campus, so kind of annoyed, but it's fine. I requested a library book ages ago. Well, not ages ago, about 2 weeks ago. The person who I requested it from took their time, which they are given 2 weeks. When a book is recalled, you get 2 weeks to turn it back in. This has happened to me plenty of times when I was a grad student, so they took their 2 weeks, or close enough, and I didn't get the library notice that it was ready for pickup until after I had come home from campus this past Tuesday. So it was too late for me to get it, and because of fall break, I won't be down there next week, and I have to pick it up by next Thursday, so it's Friday, so a week from yesterday, as long as they're holding it for me. So I don't want to have to drive down to campus next week during fall break. I think the library is still open during fall break, but I just don't want to deal with it next week. I'd rather just go get it, check that off my list, and be done with it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down to campus and walk to the library, pick up this book, go back to my car, come back up here, grab all my stuff that I take to the house with me. So I don't want to be hauling all my laptops and tech and stuff with me on campus. I'll be much faster getting to the library and back if it's just my handbag, and I don't want to leave that stuff in my car. Yeah, so campus, back here, and then go to the house. And I think that's about the same time in the car and the same distance as if I went to my parents' house from campus, so it kind of works out. So yeah, we're gonna go get this book. It's a book about books. I'll show you it when I get it. But yeah, I'm kind of, I haven't really read an academic book since my PhD. I really haven't done any academic research since finishing my PhD. I have very complicated thoughts about academic research post-PhD, and we're not getting into those in this vlog, but this book sounded interesting and my university library had it, so I figured I would borrow it from them to at least flip through it and see if it's one that I want to try to order and own in my collection. It's completely separate, it's completely different from my research during my PhD, but yeah. Anyway, enough rambling. Welcome to the vlog. Let's go to the library. We're not gonna go far in the library. We're just gonna go inside to the information desk. But still, let's go to the library.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Okay, I'm at the house now. Let me mute the television. Mom has left it on PBS for the dogs. The dogs are right there. Dad's here. Dad's in his office. So the dogs are, Lexi especially, is a bit forlorn because Mom's not here. But Mom is on her way home. So I thought I'd come chat to you guys really quick before Mom does get home and I figure out what we're doing. I got my Starbucks and I got my library book. So it was nice on campus. It was warm. I was feeling a little bit warm and toasty by the time I got there. It's getting really hot today. It's already 98. It's going up to like 101 today. My dad and I were both complaining about it when we took the dogs out earlier, and he made a joke that he read somewhere that they've scheduled fall for October 27th between 2 and 7 p.m. So don't miss it. And that's a bit what fall feels like here in Arizona. I'm hoping by the end of October we will be past not just the triple digits, but the 90s as well. But for now, it's still really hot. So I went for an iced latte today instead of a hot latte like I've been doing the last couple of weeks. But I thought I'd show you guys the book that I picked up. So obviously with a library book, or at least a university library, they typically don't have the dust jackets. They take the dust jacket off and just put a sticker on it, so it's just the hardcover. But this is called The Unfinished Book. There's the spine, and it's edited by, so it is an edited collection, Alexandra Gillespie and Deidre Lynch, published by Oxford University Press. So this is part of the Oxford 21st Century Approaches to Literature. And there was one chapter in particular that I was interested in, a chapter by Mary A. Favret and Sarah Ross called How the Bookworm Got Its Glasses, or A Natural History of Bookishness. It just sounded really interesting, just that title. But it's broken up into 3 parts. What is a book? Where is a book? And when is a book? Some of these just sounded really interesting. Some of the chapters I'll probably just kind of skim through, but I don't know, just sounded interesting. I have not been doing any academic research since I finished my PhD. As I mentioned at the beginning of this vlog, I feel like that's a completely separate conversation. I haven't had the bandwidth or the interest, mostly the bandwidth, like the mental capacity just has not been there to do research. My schedule has been so busy, and I feel like for a while after my PhD, I just kind of needed to not do research, like to not be in the scholar mindset. I just needed a break. But then I feel like I took too long of a break, and then I didn't know how to get back into that. And my teaching position is 100% teaching, my contract. So there's no research component to my job. So my job doesn't require me to do it. And we all know that I don't really have a whole lot of spare time, and what spare time I have typically is now spent doing YouTube or writing my novels. And I think part of it is also I'm just kind of starting to wonder if maybe my research interests are changing. Like the fashion research I did just isn't quite as relevant. I'm still personally interested, but like nothing in my life. Like if I'd gone into a traditional tenure track academic professorship, I would probably have been developing a course on like material culture and visual rhetoric and fashion rhetoric, and I probably would have turned my dissertation into a whole course that I could teach. But like that's not the direction my career went, for a variety of reasons that are honestly outside of my control. Anyone who knows the academic job market and politics and how universities work kind of knows what I'm talking about. It's not as easy as you get your PhD, you get a teaching job, and you get to teach classes related to your PhD. Wish it was that simple. It's not. So yeah, the fashion research just, I still have the interest, but I don't know what I would do other than restart my blog or maybe start a second YouTube channel, which again, like both of those things is adding more onto my plate at a time when I'm trying to take things off my plate. So I don't know, but I took it as a sign that I saw a study YouTuber, academic YouTuber. Her name's Ruby Granger. She was reading this book earlier in the summer. It just sounded really, really interesting, and it's the first time I have been interested in something more academic. So it felt like maybe that's a sign and maybe I should get this book. So I looked it up on my university library, saw that we did have it. It was checked out, so I had to request it and have the book recalled. I'm now really curious if it's gonna get recalled from me. The person who had it, it was clearly another grad student. I think undergrads only get to check books out for like a month or two at a time, but grad students and faculty can do a whole year of checking out a book. So I've got this until next October. I will probably return it by the end of the spring semester at the latest, but I'm not gonna hang on to it for a full year. Unless it gets requested again, then I will have 2 weeks to return it myself. So yeah, as a grad student, I learned very quickly checking out books that the way you can tell if, like sometimes academics, like grad students or faculty will check out a book, they've got it for a year, they read it in a couple months, and then it just kind of sits on their shelf before they feel like turning it back in, but they're not actively using it. And so if they get it a recall request, they just turn it in and it just prompts them to do that. Other times they're actively using it in their research, and so it gets recalled, they turn it in, it gets checked out, and then they immediately recall it, and so then the person who's checked it out only has 2 weeks to read it before they have to turn it back in. And I've heard like apocryphal stories of like recall wars where two scholars are using the same book, and so they're just constantly recalling it back and forth from each other. So we'll see how long I get to actually have this book. At least 2 weeks, hopefully a little bit longer than that. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think about it. But for now, I'm gonna get back to snuggling with the dogs on the couch and drinking my latte and waiting for Mom to get home. She should be home any minute, and then we'll see what we're gonna do for the rest of the afternoon.
Wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belts. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. I'll pray it will never end. Do you like to be here too? It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. I'll spend all this Christmas with you. Oh, it's such a charm, got you up in my arms. There's nobody at the door. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present. Come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow, lighting a light with you. Choirs will sing and the joy bells will ring. Nobody loves you as much as I do. It's a wonderful feeling from floor to the ceiling. It is that time of the year. Drinking hot wine by the fire. Here on our own, we got nothing to fear. It's Christmas and some kind of love, my friend. Pick up some candy canes and hang a wreath on your door. It's Christmas and outside snow's glistening. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight. It's just you and me tonight.
Okay, we're back. Mom and I went to World Market.
Yes,
say hello. Gus says hello. The dogs have been feeling very neglected. They've had a human here. My dad's been home, but Dad doesn't sit on the couch and snuggle with them during the day the way that Mom and I tend to do. So Gus and Lexi, I think, have been feeling very neglected. So he's ready for us to have some couch time, but we've got to get dinner going soon. It's 2:44. Mom wanted to start dinner at about 3. We're doing pork stew today with biscuits. So I'm very excited about that. So I figured I would show you what I got really quick, and then Mom and I will get dinner started and then hopefully sit and relax for a bit while the stew cooks. But I've got my World Market haul in a Waitrose bag. They had, not all, but a lot of their Christmas stuff out. There were still some things that they didn't have, some cookies that we like to get that they didn't have yet. So that was a little bit disappointing. Gonna have to go to probably the World Market over by me. But to start it off, there is one Christmas item that I just got, so I would have it and not have to worry, and that is this year's advent calendar. This is the same design they've had for the last few years, but this is the brand that I like to get. It's Confiserie Heidel, and it's from Osnabrück, Germany. So I have had a German advent calendar almost every year since I was old enough to eat chocolate. So definitely had German chocolate advent calendars when I was growing up in Germany. So they are just a staple in my Christmas time experience. It is a huge part of the festive season for me. Then Mom and I found these really adorable ginger snap gingerbread men, and these are product of Sweden. So I thought these would be really good with a cup of coffee or peppermint tea in the afternoon. I might save these for November when NaNoWriMo starts, because I feel like this with some coffee or some tea would be a really good writing snack. Then a couple things that I always get. I always get the Haribo Happy Cherries and the Haribo Gold Bears. Again, these are gummy candies I have been eating since I was a child. Love Haribo. So when we lived in Germany, they had so many more options than what I can get here in the US, even at somewhere like World Market. I remember when I was growing up, I don't even know if they still sell them, but you used to be able to get a single package of one gummy bear, but it was like this big. It was like 10, 20 times the size of a gummy bear, and you could get like one big red one or one big orange one, whatever your favorite flavor was. I miss those. If anyone lives in Germany or somewhere, like maybe Austria, and you should ask my friend JJ in Austria if they still do sell like the single large size gummy bear. I'd be very tempted to get one of those. Also from Germany, I got the Duplo candy bars. Love these. I love Kinder bars in general, and I love the Bueno bars, but I think the Duplos might kind of be, the Kinder bars are my nostalgic favorite. These are kind of my grown-up favorite because I love the hazelnut and the wafer, and it's so good. Some more cookies. I got the Hit cookies. I grew up eating this particular brand and style and line of cookies, so these are nostalgic favorites as well. Then by the brand Lacquer, I got the Quadratini hazelnut bite-sized cream-filled wafer cookies. My mom has gotten these or something similar to these, and I really, really like them, so I got a bag of my own. These, I believe, are Austrian, from Tyrol, Austria, so love those. Then I got some stroopwafels, mini stroopwafels. These are also great with tea or coffee. So I feel like I'm all set for like writing snacks during Preptober and NaNoWriMo. I got some mints. I just got another little box of these Simply Mints. I've had these before. They've come in the Anthropology advent calendar in the past, but I've run out and I've just realized I kind of like having a pack of mints in my handbag, particularly for when I'm teaching and like it's a long day and I'm wearing a mask. Sometimes you just need a mint. So, and I like the tins that they come in because I've realized that these would actually be really good to repurpose and use for sticker storage in my planner, or for my planner. Then I got some Heinz beans and I like these. They're little like half-size cans. So they had the whole can, or they had these like half size. So these are like a single serving size. Now, the Brits who follow me probably took note of some of the prices, and we've discussed this in the past. These were like $6, and I feel like this is the sort of thing that like a 3-pack of this size would probably be like £1 or £1.50 or something. I feel like one of these cans on their own would probably be like 50p. So there is definitely a markup. They did have the Quality Street. There's a huge markup on Quality Street. I feel like all of these things, like I feel like in Germany or elsewhere in Europe, I feel like these would probably be like €2, maybe €3 at the most, and these are like $6.99 or something like that. They're like either $5.99 or $6.99. I think they were $6.99. I know Gold Bear, these were like $2.99, and I feel like these would be something that'd be like €1 at a German grocery store or something. So there's definitely a huge markup, especially for something like beans, which is just weird to me, but it is what it is. And I can't find Heinz baked beans, just the regular like British style baked beans, anywhere else. So there is no like cheaper option. I might be able to order them from Amazon for cheaper.
I think you can order them from.
I've never looked at that.
Market, but you're saying, oh, you
for cheaper. This was like $6.
Oh.
These would be like £2 at the most.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Well, prices have gone up there too, so.
Yeah, let me know. So the last time I asked you about the price of Heinz baked beans, or just baked beans in general in Britain, I think was last year. So let me know, would these still be like £1.50 for a 3-pack of, these are 200 grams cans. So let me know if the cost of beans have gone up in the UK.
Considered like a budget meal?
Yeah, beans on toast is like a budget meal. It's not exactly fine dining, but it's good comfort food. And then, would it be a seasonal World Market haul if I didn't get a mug? And ignore the noise Mom's making behind me. I got a mug, and it looks like this. It's big. It was really hard. There were a lot of mugs I saw that were super cute, but they were smaller, and I like a big mug. I like it to be, you know, half the size of my head. I like a big latte when I'm drinking my coffee. So it looks like this. It's got a really pretty.
Not too bad of a size.
No, it's.
So this is
the size mom likes. So
20 ounces.
Mom needs a 20 ounce.
I need a 20 ounce cup.
Mom needs a 20 ounce. Mom's cup of coffee, and I put that in air quotes. Mom's cup of coffee is actually like 4 cups of coffee. So yeah, I do like.
I only drink 1 cup a day.
That's like, you know, the size of her head. Yeah, so I do like a larger size coffee mug. So that has been help keep me from buying every coffee mug I see. Now I still need to go to Anthropologie. I haven't been to Anthropologie for autumn winter yet, and I'm imagining they probably already have some really cute autumn ones, and I know they'll get some cute Christmas ones. So I'm sure there will be more mugs that I buy as we head into autumn and winter and Christmas. But I saw this style last year and didn't get it, and I did really like this style. So when they had it again this year, I could not resist. So I will probably start using this right away as well. But yeah, so that's my new mug. That's my World Market haul. I'm gonna get all this packaged back up in the bag, and then I need to go help Mom start chopping vegetables and stuff and getting the stew going, and then hopefully we can sit and relax for a little bit before we have to actually eat dinner. So yeah, so there's my World Market haul. Do we have a House Hunters International?
Yes.
So yes, we need to get the pork stew going. Utrecht? Ooh, another Netherlands one. Cool, we'll have a House Hunters to watch after we get dinner going. Okay, it's now just about 5 o'clock. I am done working for the day. I am completely caught up on grading. Everything that has been turned in this week has been graded. So I am officially on fall break. Yay, very excited about that. We have watched an episode of House Hunters International, and the stew is going in the oven. It is already smelling amazing. Mom's made some minor flavor adjustments, and now we are starting to do some biscuits. Mom is just doing some quick drop biscuits. Mom's here grating up some butter to go into the flour mixture. I don't know if I've shown the new oven yet. I feel like I might have, but in case I haven't, Mom has a new oven, and it stays like this that it works out great. It's a double oven, so the stew is currently down in the bottom oven, which is the bigger of the two, and then we've got this oven, which is like a 1-rack oven, so that'll be perfect for the biscuits. And then it's a 5-burner stove on top.
It's only 4.
Oh, is it only 4?
That's a warming zone.
Oh, it's 4 burners and then a warming zone. So that's kind of a missed trick though. That should be like, could be a warming zone or could also be a burner. So yeah, so we're getting the biscuits going, and then I'm really excited for dinner. The stew, like I wish we had smell-o-vision because the stew really does smell fantastic already. So the dogs are definitely, like Lexi's right down here, right behind Mom in her usual spot. Everyone is smelling the stew at this point and is ready to enjoy it. But yeah, we've just had a really nice afternoon. It's been very cozy and relaxing here at home. Just all of us on the couch while I've been working. Mom's been scrolling on her iPad. Mom's using the recipe in, I'm surprised you don't have a recipe like this just memorized.
Yeah, well, I'm
Mom always then tweaks her
not really
recipes.
following it.
But this is the now practically ancient Betty Crocker's cookbook. You can see it's like taped together where it's fallen
All the
apart.
old ones all use shortening, which I don't use anymore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, 1 cup shortening, or no, 1/4 cup shortening. But you're just using butter instead.
yeah.
Trying to see if there's a copyright page, but I don't see one at the beginning. Wanted to
Might have fallen
see,
out.
it probably has fallen out. Trying to see how old this is. Do you remember?
There should be something. I mean, I got it as a wedding gift, I think. So.
Oh, if you got it as a wedding gift, then it's 1976.
Well, that was when I had the shower, but not necessarily when that's printed. But
So mid 70s, possibly early 70s for this version, but
could you get me a little bit of this sour cream because I don't have
yes,
buttermilk. And you
sour
know, my
cream.
buttermilk.
Yeah, Mom's got her buttermilk trick. Where is there sour cream in here? Oh, there it is.
It's milk.
Sour cream. So you want to explain your buttermilk trick to any new subscribers or new viewers?
Sure, I never have any buttermilk because I don't drink buttermilk, and usually recipes call for like way less than buying a whole thing of buttermilk. So I just put in a little sour cream mixed in with,
Regular milk.
yeah, because I typically have sour cream.
Yeah, so if you don't have buttermilk, but you want to make buttermilk pancakes or something, just mix a bit of sour cream, if you have that on hand, with regular milk, and it gives
And
you that
it's
buttermilk
like,
flavor.
It gives that sourness that it helps with the rise. It's one of the reasons why buttermilk biscuits come out so well.
But yeah, that cookbook she's used, there's a lot of things in
Put
here.
butter in there for putting on our biscuits.
Okay, there's a lot of recipes in that cookbook that Mom has used as like a base for stuff that she's made for us over the years. So things like biscuits, our birthday cakes were always that butter cake recipe. The chocolate chip cookies are, you know, evolved from the Betty Crocker recipe book. So Mom will take a cookbook like this, and over the years she'll perfect their recipes because Mom can always do better than most cookbooks.
I actually used the chocolate chip recipe as a basis for my research methods class.
Oh, in that class? Or in the rest of the chocolate chip
recipe, yeah.
recipe in that cookbook?
We had to do a research methods, food science related, of course. And I did my project on comparing homemade chocolate chip cookies to store-bought and the recipe on the package. And my recipe, all my testers, the data
Yours were better?
was the ones that everybody thought was the best.
Did you have to do a taste test like the store-bought, your version, and blind?
It had to be blind.
Judged blind.
And I had to use statistical analysis and all that fun kind of stuff.
That's
I
funny.
got an A.
Of course you did. Mom is probably where my overachiever high grade average came from. Although Dad was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Dad's pretty smart.
Yeah, he was in geography.
Yeah.
And then exercise science. And
Yeah.
that was his
Dad
master's.
Dad did a bachelor's in geography and a master's in exercise science. He did his master's when I was,
That is the one thing
like,
I
3?
learned that I didn't get.
and that's when we lived in Michigan.
Master's degree when I went back to school.
Oh, you wish you'd done a master's?
Yeah, when we were in Michigan, I got a teaching certificate and didn't have enough time to finish the master's degree.
It's really hard when you're a military spouse trying to get a degree.
Yeah, I needed one more year there, and it would have been like he'd have been in Germany without me. Going to school at Central Michigan. That's how you guys ended up in Katie's Corner Daycare.
Yep.
So I went back to school there.
Yeah, we lived in Mount
And I
Pleasant,
had to
Michigan
do-
for a few years.
I had to do my student teaching because I was getting a teaching certificate. And Dad had to leave, and I didn't have enough time to do both. Finish master's degree and my teaching certificate, so I ended up having to just do the teaching certificate.
But then, why did we end up in Sierra Vista for 6 months?
I was doing my teaching,
Okay.
student teaching.
So you did your student teaching in Arizona, even though
Yes,
you're...
they let me do it. I had to have
Okay.
a professor from U of A had to agree to come in and
Gosh.
evaluate me, and so that's how I was able to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get that either.
Wow.
And the teaching certificate, I wasn't able to use it right away because when we moved to Germany,
Did you need
the high
one?
school was a lot further away from where we were at, and
Yep.
Lisa was just starting, wasn't even in kindergarten yet. That's how she ended up in German kindergarten.
Yeah, which is more like a preschool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Mom has had many careers over the years. One of her jobs was as a 7th and 8th grade math and science, or just science? Science
Yeah,
teacher.
science.
So we're gonna get dinner finished up, get these biscuits popped in the oven, and have a nice rest of our evening. And then I'm gonna head home. Alrighty, it is time to end this vlog. It is nearly the end of the day, sometime past 9:30. I've already changed into my pajamas. I've washed my face. I have been watching Bake Off. I watched a little bit of YouTube, and then I put on this week's episode of Bake Off. It was week 2, so that was fun. And now I think I'm gonna watch one episode of Love is Blind. I think 2 or 3 new episodes went up today, so I'll watch one today and I'll watch the rest later tomorrow. It's just been a nice relaxing evening, so watch a little bit more TV and then get in bed and do some reading. I've got 2 hours left in the third A Conspiracy of Witches trilogy, so I want to finish that tomorrow and start reading a new book tomorrow. So it's fall break. That will be the next vlog, so come back. I think I am going to vlog all of fall break, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in one vlog. Stay tuned to the next vlog for the fall break vlog. But yeah, I had a lovely day today. I didn't get any bookwork done. I didn't get anything done in vellum. It's exactly... The book is exactly in the same state that it was at the end of the last vlog, so I did no work on it. Being at the house was really nice. Got lots of puppy snuggles with Gus and Lexi, so that was good. And the stew, oh my gosh, the pork stew just turned out so perfectly. It was so delicious. The biscuits turned out great as well. It was delicious. I brought home leftovers, which I'm very excited about. It was a lovely day. I'm really excited about all the fun treats that I got at World Market, and it was just so nice to see all the Christmas stuff. They had a ton of Halloween stuff too. I don't think I vlogged as much of that. I was too excited by all the Christmas stuff. They had some really fun ornaments. They had some beautiful like candle and like home decor items. There was this squirrel candle holder that I saw that I really, really loved, and I was very, very, very tempted to get it. But I really don't have room in my apartment for more like tabletop and countertop and like shelf type decor. It was next to another candle holder. So it was a little squirrel that was a candle holder for like a taper candle and gold, and it was beautiful, and I loved it. Like I saw it and I just made a beeline towards it. And I showed great restraint because it wasn't that expensive. It was like $15, $14.98. So it wasn't terribly expensive for a fairly like hefty, substantial, you know, tabletop decor item that honestly could stay up autumn through Christmas because it's gold and it's a squirrel, and yeah. So I really did like it, but it's not the sort of thing that I feel like you'd buy just one. Like you kind of need a pair. And there was another, it was like a tree branch, a gold tree branch with 3 candle holders. And I just thought with a beautiful runner on a dining table or an entry table or something like that, with the gold branch in the center and then a squirrel on either side, that would look beautiful and intentional. But like, I don't have a dining table, and I don't have a large entryway with like an entry table that I can put decor on it. Like the only place I could really put something like that would be on my breakfast bar, which I don't even use as a breakfast bar, and like it wouldn't fit on there. So I showed great restraint and I didn't get it. But they had so many fun things, both like food items but also decor items. They had a bunch of really fun Halloween stuff if Halloween decor is your thing, and they have got some really beautiful like autumn and Thanksgiving type stuff. Anyway, it's been a lovely day. I had a lot of fun with Mom. We had a good time running to World Market really quick, but then we also had a nice time just chatting while we watched TV and while I graded, and then while we cooked, or while she cooked and I helped with some of the prep. And then over dinner we had a really nice time. So it's been a lovely, lovely day, and now it's been a super, super cozy evening here at home. So I'm gonna go back to watching a little bit of Netflix, drinking the last of my tea, and then get in bed and do some reading. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would really appreciate both of those things. Leave me a squirrel emoji or a chipmunk. I think it's technically a chipmunk, but I pretend it's a squirrel. So leave me the squirrel/chipmunk emoji. I would really appreciate that. Say hi in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. I don't really have a question. My brain can't think of something. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!